Hey guys, how's it going? This is ThePyroGunner, and I'm here to talk about my games of the year. Now something that I want to say before I start this video is this isn't my official Game of the Year video, and the reason why is because I haven't played every game that came out this year that I want to play before making that video, because I don't want to make the video and then be like, oh no, this one was really good, I just wish I'd put that in the video. So yeah, I'm first going to play all the games that I want to play this year before I make my real Game of the Year video, but this will just be, like, since that video is probably going to be made in, like, maybe the middle of 2016, or maybe earlier than that, I don't know. I wanted to make this video right now just so that I could tell you guys, just as the year ends, what they are so far. I'm not going to list them in any order yet, but yeah. And the reason why I'm still going to make my, like, real Game of the Year video, even though it'll be like 10 years later, and by 10 I mean 15, actually I probably don't mean that many, is because for this whole year I have really wanted to make a Game of the Year video for this year, because there's been some pretty fun games this year and stuff, and because I did one for the first time last year, and that is one of the most fun videos I've ever made. I just loved making that video. It was really fun to make. So yeah, even if it'll be late, even if no one cares once it's the middle of 2016, I still want to make it because I think it would be fun. So yeah, first off, I'm going to tell you guys the games that I have not played yet that I am still going to buy and play probably before I make my real Game of the Year video. Those games are Dying Light, Until Dawn, Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain, Soma, maybe. I'm not sure because I don't like horror games, but the story sounded like it might be good. Call of Duty Black Ops 3, Star Wars Battlefront, and Just Cause 3. So yeah, that's why those games won't be mentioned now. So yeah, now I am going to talk about my games of the year so far, and not in any order, so let's see, what order should I do them in? So this won't be in the order of how much I like them. This is going to be in the order of when they came out. Let me sure I'm getting this right, because the list that I'm looking at is actually in order of how much I like them. I just don't want to tell you guys that yet, so I don't ruin the real video I make. Anywho, so first, okay, first let's talk about Grow Home. This game actually came out in January on PC, even though it came out in July, I think was, or was it August for the PS4? I think it was August. Grow Home is a really fun, short little indie game, and it's where you're this little robot who is from this spaceship, and he, like, skydives down to the Earth, and then he has to grow this, like, star plant thing up to the spaceship, and the gameplay is you, like, climbing up it and then growing these, like, branches out of it, and it's surprisingly, like, really fun. I just really like that game. It's just really fun to play. There's other fun things to do in it that aren't even the main the main objective in the game. Like, you can just skydive if you want, or you can, like, glide down and just do fun things. There's also some, like, fun things to get in the game that are, like, extra little bits, but yeah, that was just a fun short little game, and I liked it. Next game is Life is Strange. So, Life is Strange, well, I'm technically not sure to say if it came out in January, or, like, if I'm listing these in order, like, the first episode came out in January, but the last one came out later. So, here's the thing with Life is Strange. I haven't played episodes 3 and 4 yet. The first episode I thought was, like, okay, like, it was good. It was a good start, but it wasn't, like, all there for me yet. It was kind of mediocre-ish in a way, I guess. But then the second and third episode I really liked. I thought they were fantastic. And yeah, it just has a really good story that felt cool to make the choices in it and stuff. I haven't played the fourth and fifth episodes of that game yet, so I don't really have a final verdict on how good the game is as a whole, but I really like some of it. I'll tell you that for sure. So next game that came out in order that they came out in would be Batman Arkham Knight. So Batman Arkham Knight. For some reason, when I look back at this game, I feel like I see the bad things in the game more than I see the good things, and I don't know why, because I really did like this game, and I think it's a really good way to end the series, mostly. What I didn't like in it was sometimes the Batmobile was just overused. Mostly in one part of the story, it was used so much that it drove me crazy. I hated that part of the game. Some parts of the story itself I didn't think were that good. I thought that the ending of the game was really good, and most of the story was great, though. So, yeah, overall, Batman Arkham Knight was fun. It had good gameplay, good side missions, good main story, great characters and voice acting. There's just some things, mostly with the Batmobile, that were really, really annoying at times. But overall, great game. Next game I'm going to talk about, which there's only 6 games I have so far on this, so this is my third to last one I'm talking about. Yeah, that's right. Okay, so next one is Rocket League. Rocket League surprised me. It came out of nowhere. It came out in July, and it was free with PS Plus. I'm like, hey, I'll get this game. And so I don't like sports games or racing games generally, but I really, really like Rocket League. It's a game where, and I'm not sure if I have gameplay from, or I know which game I have gameplay from on the screen. I'll talk about that because that's the one that comes up next. But anyways, yeah, I only have gameplay from one of the games because I was lazy, and I may have deleted some of the games I'm talking about from my console to make room for other ones. Anyways, so with Rocket League, it's just fun, and it's a very silly concept that just works, and it's just so much fun. Really, the only problem I noticed with the game is there's not much content in it, but then what I realized is that's not really a problem with the game really at all, because, like, for me, this is not the kind of game that you should really constantly play, like, all the time, because then, like, it'll get boring, I think. But if this is the game that you play, like, every few weeks when you're like, what do I play right now? Like, I'm not sure what to play. Then it's great just to come back and have fun and play soccer with, like, rocket-powered, remote-controlled cars. It's just a silly idea that's incredibly fun, and it feels so good when you score a goal in it. It just feels awesome. Yeah, really like Rocket League. I think it's awesome. It's fantastic. Next game on the list, which is what you are seeing gameplay of right meow, is Mad Max. I'm making sure I said that in the right order. Yeah, okay. Mad Max. So Mad Max is the game on this list I've played least of. Well, maybe it's Life is Strange, but Mad Max, I'm actually not done with it yet, but so far I'm really liking it. This game seems to be pretty underrated. Like, not that many people bought it, mostly because it came out on the same day as Metal Gear Solid 5, which is, like, kind of the game's fault for doing that, because it should have known to not come out on the same day as such a popular game. But I for some reason, I don't know why they did, but for some reason they did. Yeah, this game is just fun. That's what I'd say. Like, my biggest problem with the game so far is it is really repetitive, but the things that you're doing over and over are fun things. So it's not that bad. Like, this game is just really fun. I like the car combat. The story in this game so far, it's okay. Like, there's really not much normal type of story things happening in the story. It's just kind of things that are happening. Which is fine with me, and the world that game takes place in is just really really interesting. Which might, in a way, be the best thing with that game, is just being able to be in that world in a video game where you can like physically like explore it and just live in it. Obviously, Mad Max is based on the Mad Max movies. Well, it's not based on like any one movie, but it's in the same universe. I haven't seen any of the Mad Max movies, so this game also does a good job of just putting you in that world. It doesn't matter if you've seen the movies. I'm probably going to see Fury Road sometime soon because now I want to, because I've been playing the game, and I've heard it's a good movie. So, yes, Mad Max. I think it's an underrated game. I think it's a very fun open world sandbox game, although I understand why it's underrated or not very popular. Yeah, there's that. Maybe the game will get some sort of a cult following. That would be nice. But, yeah, okay. Last game on my list. This doesn't mean it's the game of the year so far, or that it will be, because there's more games that I haven't played. It's just because it came out last. Is Fallout 4. So Fallout 4 is really awesome. I love it. I haven't played a Fallout game before, but I thought that this game, just like with Mad Max, it doesn't matter if you've played a Fallout game before. I have played Skyrim before, which is kind of like the same kind of game, but you know, it's made by Bethesda. And with Fallout 4, I just like how big the world is, how much freedom you have to choose what you want, how many characters and little stories you can find in the world, and that world just has so much depth to it from all these things and like all of the cool little quests. I think the main story was really good in it. Had some nice plot twists and whatnot, and it had fun combat with, you know, weapons that you could customize, and then you could like build your base, which was really fun. I mean, I'm saying it was really fun. That's just because I'm basically done with the game. I don't think I'll go back to it anytime soon because I platinumed it, and I've done everything that I wanted to do in the game. So yeah, but yeah, Fallout 4, really fun game. Just like all around, like it's funny, it's sad, it's just, that game is huge, and it's everything that I hoped that game would be. Most people are saying, like, well, maybe not most, but quite a few people are saying that there's tons and tons of glitches and bugs in that game. For me, and I'm playing this game on PS4, there haven't been any really that, like, there have been some, but none really that were game-breaking, I would say, at all. And I've played the game for, like, probably 130 hours, I would guess, and I didn't experience any glitches that were game-breaking. There was one time I got really confused in one of the main missions, but yeah, other than that, no big glitches that broke the game or something. There were some small things that were weird, but, you know, it's just a thing. So anyways, yeah, those are my games of the year for now. I just wanted to tell you guys because it's the end of the year, and 2016 will be coming soon, which means Uncharted 4, which got delayed again. Oh well. Yeah, so there's going to be Uncharted 4. That's what I'm looking forward to the most. So in the comments, tell me what your games of the year are, and tell me what games you are looking forward to the most. Sometime next year, I will make my real game of the year video where I will have the list ordered, and I will show gameplay from all the games I talked about here and make it proper like I did last year. And hey, what's great is there's more than 3 games I have to talk about. I think this year for games was much better than last year. Last year I only had 3 games that I really, really liked that year. And this year, so far, I have 6. I'm not finished with 2 of them, but 6 so far. So yeah, thank you guys for watching this video. Check out Arcane Shadow's YouTube channel if you want to, because he supports me on Patreon, and he's a very nice person. You don't have to if you don't want to do that as well, but you can if you want some special things. Just click on the link and find out if you don't know what those are. So yeah, thank you guys for watching once again, and enjoy the new year. Also guys, I forgot to say, tell me in the comments what your favorite games of 2015 were, or favorite one game, or whatever. Make a list, do something, and tell me what games you're looking forward to most in 2016. See you later, guys.